If you could give one piece of advice to a girl in her early 20s.
Okay, so I'm not yet 30, I'm 27, so obviously I still have a lot to learn. But here's the one thing I wish somebody would have told me in my early 20s. Do things alone. Yes, it feels scary because your entire life you've been told, don't go anywhere alone, don't do anything alone. And the thing is, as long as you do it safely, being alone, the best thing. Travel alone, go to museums alone, go to restaurants by yourself. It is so freeing. You don't have to ask somebody when you want to leave. You don't have to ask for permission for anything. You don't have to coordinate anything. If you want to go to an art museum at 10 a.m. with your coffee and a trench coat, real thing I do all the time, you can do that. Does it get lonely sometimes? Yeah, it does. Has it also been the biggest thing that has built my confidence? Yes. I've realized just how self-reliant I am. I've realized that self-reliance doesn't mean the absence of people around you. It means knowing your own strength. Do things alone.
Your first marriage is for money, your second is for fun, and your third is for love of more money.
Do not live with or have your boyfriend's babies. Do not accept a marriage proposal from a man that you've known for less than a year. Long-distance relationships stir up real feelings for possibly fictitious outcomes. Take care of your body. Exercise and eating right are your friend. They will help you age with less pain and with more energy. Be wary of any partners or friends who do not want you to look, behave, think, and perform at your very best. Stay away from anyone who wants to humble you. Stop comparing your life to the lives that you see on Instagram. You're only getting the highlight reel. Comparison is the thief of joy. Always trust your intuition. You should never love someone else more than you love your own peace of mind.
I'll give you 5. Get a good vibrator. Travel extensively. Don't give a shit about what your parents think about anything that you're doing. It only holds you back. Getting married before the age of 30 is insane. Only have a child with someone that you plan to spend the absolute rest of your life with because they will never be going anywhere. Besides that, enjoy.
Ooh, this is a good one. Money and energy. Let me say that again. Money and energy. And let me tell you why. You need to take time right now and understand money, because there are millions of women that are over 20, 30, 40, 50. I'm telling you, I know from experience. I used to be there. They didn't learn about money, so they had to stay in relationships that they didn't want to be in. They had to stay in jobs that they hated because they didn't have money. There are 2 things that rule this world outside of God: money and energy. When you have money and things ain't going right, you can bounce. And when you learn how to use the magnificent power of your own energy, you can create a world, a life, a body, anything that you want. It will blow your mind. I'm telling you, girls, practice, take time, stay here, follow me, and I will teach you more about how to use your energy, your consciousness, so that you can have the life of your wildest dreams, girl. Ciao.
So, I give a lot of advice here on TikTok, but I think this might be one of my more important videos. My advice for people in their 20s, boy or girl, is to expect and prepare for transitional periods. Stealing another piece of advice from my dad here, but he always says, enjoy the gap. Life is going to have these weird, wacky transitional periods. From high school to college, from college to the real world, switching jobs, switching industries, saying goodbye to old friends, saying hello to new friends. These transitional periods can feel so painful, because we are all so concerned with getting to that next destination, which makes sense. I mean, we all want to feel settled. But these transitional periods, which can last, a couple days or a couple years, are periods where we see massive growth. So expect and prepare for these transitional periods. Know that they're not forever. Try to feel the growth that's happening and try to enjoy them.
Piece of advice.
Dump him. Just dump him. This is your opportunity to figure out who you are and to live your best life. Trust me, even if you do want a relationship in the future, you will get one, because women who know who they are and who are confident and happy attract whoever they want. Also, wear your sunscreen every day and stop using makeup wipes.
What would it be?
Stop taking oral contraceptives or whatever kind of hormonal birth control that you're on. Stop it. Go buy the book, The Period Repair Manual. Read it. Learn how to balance your hormones from the inside out.
It's that you will never know the full extent of yourself until you solo travel. I put my life on that statement. You could read every book in the world. and retain every piece of information from them. You can have a million boyfriends that reveal new things about yourself. You can watch every TV show and movie and listen to every podcast, everything, and think you know yourself. But you will never know the true depths of your heart until you go to a country where you don't speak the language, you don't know anyone, you don't know anything, but you enjoy yourself. I think solo traveling teaches you how resourceful you can be, and it reveals to you how you handle certain situations. Like, you can consume so much information from the comfort of your couch, but you need to get out into that world and see it by yourself and see the substance in which you're made of, because I promise you it will be revealed to you. Please, ladies, do this in your 20s. But I'm here to help, so check out my page for tips.
20s.
Stop wasting your time on men who don't like you. And I know you guys are going to tell me, but he says he likes me, but he sleeps with me, but I see him once every 3 months. I swear he likes me. No. Si un hombre no te trata como reina, if he's not constantly texting you, if he's not trying to show you how great of a man he is for you, he doesn't like you, and you shouldn't be spending or wasting your time on him. Your early 20s, your mid 20s, your late 20s, time is something you're never gonna get back. Stop wasting it on men who don't like you.
20s.
Ooh, baby girl, nothing you can do. No amount of love, no amount of praying, begging, sexing, no amount of effort is going to make that man who is just not that into you be into you. It is best that once you see that he is not that into you, once you start feeling that feeling in your gut, like something just doesn't feel right here, baby girl, just cut it loose, say no ma'am, and let it go, because I promise you, you will waste good, precious years in time and develop wrinkles and ulcer and a huge heartbreak running after a man who is just not that into you. Because a few years down the line, you're going to wonder, what in the hell did you see in him in the first place? Let it go.
Early
I have so much. First of all, start saving your money, but not all your money. Put like $100 a month into a long-term saving vessel and then live your damn life. Travel as much as you can and don't bother posting about it on Instagram. Do at least one solo trip in your 20s. It will change you for all the right reasons. Your self-worth is not defined by likes, shares, saves, or social media in general. So create some healthy boundaries between your real life and your social media life. Value your single years. I promise you, you have your entire life to be with somebody and have family and a partner and obligations, but you have a very small amount of time to be free and single and do whatever the fuck you want. And if he makes you cry more than he makes you laugh, kick his ass to the curb.
Give one piece of advice.
Learn how to use all the menstrual products so you know which one is the best for you. Specifically, for me, cups. And there's different kinds of cups. There's ones that go like this, and there's ones that are flat that go like this. I like the flat ones. Don't get into debt, specifically for shopping, but also schooling. If you don't know what you want to do in life, probably take a year off and make sure that's what you want to do, because all my friends are in debt and still have not paid it off. Leave him. If you feel like leaving him, leave him. Don't waste all your time thinking about a partner who does not treat you right. Appreciate your body now. You're going to look back at these photos one day and wish you loved your body more.
So in my early 20s, I was $40,000 in debt. I, went to university. I got that good corporate job that I thought was going to be the end of it. I truly thought that I just had to go to school and get the corporate job and everything would just fall into place. But when I did that and I was just in debt and I had $0 in the bank and I couldn't buy a house and I couldn't pay for a wedding, I was like, okay, but this is what I thought you were supposed to do. Until I realized that the job isn't the end, it's a means to an end. What do I mean by that? I mean you need to figure out how to use the income from your job to build other streams of income, to build passive income so that you no longer in the future have to trade your time for money. Use your job as a means to an end. Use your income as a means to an end. Because money you save and invest in your 20s is worth twice as much as money you save and invest in your 30s due to compound interest.
Advice.
I have 2 pieces of advice. Things I wish I had known at a much younger age. Number 1, do absolutely everything you can to become a student of you. Yes, this means therapy, but it also means maybe getting coaching, reading books, getting mentors, understanding you. What makes you tick? What are your strengths? What are your passions? What do you want in this life? Figure that out. Prioritize that over everything. And 2, and this is going to help with number 1, for a little while, be kind of selfish. Don't give up opportunities for a partner or even for your parents. Pursue what drives you. Pursue what lights you up. There will be plenty of time to serve others, to support others. Serve yourself first.
Early 20s.
Listen here, I am a girl in her early 20s, and my advice is start referring to yourself and your female identifying friends as women. We are not girls, we are women.
What would it be?
The earlier you practice mindfulness, the less mistakes you will make in the future. Because if you don't, I promise you, you will make a lot of fucking mistakes. Once you start looking into mindfulness, consciousness basically starts to expand, making you more aware of every single moment and situation and person that comes in and out of your life. This way you can prevent a lot of things from happening. And that includes setting boundaries with friends, family. And when you make mistakes, you will always be looked at as the villain in somebody's story. Because society always points at people for their actions and not what caused the person's actions. And we're all human, so we all have human reactions, right? So in order to prevent a lot of chaos and toxicity in your life, please look into mindfulness. The earlier, the better.
Early 20s.
I am a witch, so the advice I'm going to give you is going to be very different from what everybody else is going to tell you. Sure, learn about finances. Sure, go to therapy. Absolutely. But what if there was a life hack so that you can go to therapy, you can secure your financial future, and you can do it in the most efficient way possible? Cut down a 10-year lesson down to maybe 6 months. My advice to you is to go to 3 very skilled astrologers and get a really intense reading from them. I'm talking about astrologers who actually know what they're doing, qualified ones. Preferably, one of them will be a traditional astrologer, another one will be a modern astrologer, and the third one will be maybe a Vedic astrologer or some other non-Western astrologer. Astrology is not a substitute. Instead, it's just a booster shot for everything else.
I could say something like, don't get married. I don't want to say that because you shouldn't get married in your 20s. But this is what I'll really say. Your body and your skin look the best that they're probably ever going to look. So whatever skirt that you put off or shirt that you put off or shorts that you didn't wear or swimsuit you didn't wear, now's the time to wear it. You'll regret it later on. Just put it on. You look amazing. Your skin looks amazing. Your legs look amazing. Just wear it. You look amazing. Wear it. Enjoy your 20s.
20s. I will give you a few because that is what I do. If you make a bill, pay a bill. Your credit will follow you for a long time, and it will determine the price that you pay for a lot of things. Have a great pair of jeans that you absolutely love to put on no matter what. Own a badass pair of black heels. Get into the habit of working out whether you are thin or not. Trust me. Don't date guys that you would never consider marrying. Have a savings account. Keep your hair as close to its actual texture as you possibly can, if you can. Know your worth. If you have to make a list, even, know your worth. Don't put your dreams on hold for anyone if you can help it. And if you're going out dancing, wear comfortable shoes. You're more attractive having fun.
Ice.
ਜਦ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਦਾ ਸੋਹਣਾ ਘਰ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਸੋਹਣੀ ਗੱਡੀ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ 'ਚ ਜੈਲਸ ਟਾਈਪ ਫੀਲਿੰਗ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਹਾਏ ਉਹਨੇ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਅਚੀਵ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ। ਆਪਾਂ ਜੱਜ ਕਰਨਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਇਨਸਟੈਡ ਇਹ ਜਾਣਨ ਲਈ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਹਾਰਡ ਵਰਕ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਆਪਣੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਅਚੀਵ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ। ਸੋ what you can do is ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛੋ ਕਿ what was your first step, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕੀਤਾ, ਕੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਇੰਨਾ ਲਾਈਕ ਅਚੀਵ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ I'm so proud of you, ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਦੱਸੋ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਰਾਂ। ਤੇ there's nothing wrong with it ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਣ ਲਈ। ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਰਾਤੋਂ ਰਾਤ ਇਹ ਸਭ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ। ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ 10 ਸਾਲ ਲਾਏ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, 20 ਸਾਲ ਲਾਏ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ ਯਾਰ, ਕਈ ਹਲੇ ਵੀ ਹਾਰਡ ਵਰਕ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਅਚੀਵ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ। ਸੋ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹ ਮੈਂਟੈਲਿਟੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਚੇਂਜ ਕਰੋ ਐਂਡ ਟਰਸਟ ਮੀ ਜਦ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਮੈਂਟੈਲਿਟੀ ਚੇਂਜ ਕਰ ਲਓਗੇ ਨਾ ਯੂ ਵਿਲ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਅਚੀਵਿੰਗ ਇਨ ਯੋਰ ਲਾਈਫ। ਇਨ ਦੀ ਐਂਡ ਕਦੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਦਾ ਬੁਰਾ ਨਾ ਸੋਚੋ, ਕਦੇ ਲੱਗੇ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਵਾਈਬਸ ਆ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਉਹ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਲਵੋ, ਐਵਰੀਥਿੰਗ ਵਿਲ